Ladies and gentlemen, good day and welcome to the Patel Integrated Logistics Limited Q4 and FY23 earnings conference call hosted by PhillipCapital India Private Limited. As a reminder, all participant lines will be in the listen-only mode and there will be an opportunity for you to ask questions after the presentation concludes. Should you need assistance during the conference, please signal an operator by pressing star then 0 on your touchtone phone. Please note that this conference is being recorded. I now hand the conference over to Mr. Vikram Vilas Suryavanshi from PhillipCapital India Private Limited. Thank you and over to you, sir.
Thank you, Darwin. Good afternoon and very warm welcome to everyone. Thank you for being on a call of Patel Integrated Limited. We are happy to have the management with us here today for question and answer session with the investment community. Management is represented by Mr. Mahesh Pogla, Executive Director, Mr. Avinash Paul Raj, Company Secretary. Before we start with the question and answer session, we'll have opening comments from the management. I will hand over the call to Mr. Mahesh Pogla for opening comment. Over to you, sir.
Thank you, Vikram. Thank you, Darwin, for having this call. It is a great opportunity for me to explain the company. This is the maiden call we have arranged first time in the Patel Integrated Logistics Limited analyst call. So let me give some background about the company first of all. Patel Integrated Logistics Limited, formerly known as Patel Roadways Limited. It was formed in 1962 and it is the first multi-modal logistics company. And over a period of time, it got revolved itself. And then we became public listed also, and then company had its journey, and there are some significant development happening in the company which I will enumerate to you right now. After there is 1962, there is company become incorporated, then become IPO. And then it become Patel Air Freight also company came apart from the roadways company. Then both the company merged together. Then 2019 Patel Roadway there was a slump sale and company began to focus more on the air freight business. And then we had a little not good time due to COVID and the airline closed and all this were happening. After that, we able to complete the right issue for the company thanks to all the shareholder support and successfully raised the money through the right issue. Promoters contributed their contribution also in the right issue. And we through that fundraising we able to reduce the debt. And now if you can see the result which I will explain you in next few minutes, our interest cost has come down, and as a result the benefit of interest cost came down only in the last quarter not for the entire quarter. So entire benefit of the saving in interest cost will be reflected in the future quarters. At the same time, the operation also got stabilized, and we have now I will explain you the little bit about the results. Our Patel Integrated Logistics Limited FY23 PAT increased by almost more than double to 4.9 crore. Before that, our revenue increased by 18% year on year to 280 crore. Also, our EBITDA also increased by 21% to 12.33 crore. There is a operating EBITDA increased by 34% to 10.33 crore. Our total volume increased by 22% to 54,231 tons. As now the team is there, we are also in the process of complete digitalization of our operations. Company is a pioneer in technology, but we have in We had a pioneer in our logistics, and our technology was time-tested technology. We are now further improving that process. I want to explain to our listener also that temporary closure of Go First Airlines will not affect the company operations. The vision is that our model is that we are not depending on a single airline. We have Indigo, Air India, Vistara, Air Asia, SpiceJet. We deal with all the airlines. So if there is any issue in one airline, it will not affect our operations. Earlier, Jet Airways was there, which closed down, but it not affect our operations because we don't depend on a single airline. Now, positive thing is that Air India being privatized, and there is a lot of synergy between Vistara, Air India, and Air Asia, which will helping the overall air cargo sector, and we are being a major market player, definitely getting benefited. Now we are observing that the aviation sector is pre-pandemic level, is coming back to the pre-pandemic level, giving a growth to the overall business. Further, airlines are going to add, as we can see, the Indigo has given a big order, or the Air India has given a big order for the new aircraft, and we use the passenger aircraft for moving our goods. So it is a very beneficial for us. There is also a new airline, Fly 91, is expected to be operational by September 23. And we are dominated by a road transport, but aviation sector is also growing by a 22%, as per our Honorable Minister Nitin Gadkari. We have 50 small airports are also coming up under the mission Udan. As the number of airports are increasing, and wherever the cargo facility will be there, we will be there definitely. So it will be a very good factor for us. It will be factor for us. The government is giving lot of trust on the logistics sector. There is a new logistic policy came, NLP, which will also give benefit to our company and add to the overall logistics sector. And as everybody's trust is now on the reducing the logistics cost, and as we are in the consolidation of cargo, and we are committed to move the goods with the minimum cost and with the faster movement. So we are aligned with the thought of our Honorable Prime Minister, Mr. Narendra Modi. Commenting again on the result, we will continue to now look for the growth as our operation got stabilized, our financial got stabilized. We have continued with our growth momentum and deliver the good performance in FY23. For FY23, the total income grew by 18.35% year on year, while PAT increased by double to 1.15 times to 4.90 crore. As I was mentioning, over the last few years, we are continuously reducing the debt, and we are already now net debt free, and that is reflecting in our result also, and that will give the benefit too, because the company has a lot of realty which are getting mortgage free from banks. So we are now actively exploring to monetize the real estate in the company to give the overall benefit to all the stakeholders in the company. Yeah, lowering the interest cost, definitely the profitability, and it will be in the future year quarter also it will get more reflected. And with the positive environment for the logistic business, we are very confident that we will be able to maintain that growth momentum and create value for our all stakeholders. We are, as the economy growing, we will also grow, and being a major market player in our area of operation, we are expecting to grow much bigger than anybody else in our area operations. With this comment, and now I hand over back to the Vikram.
So we should go ahead and begin with the question and answer session. Ladies and gentlemen, we will now begin with the question and answer session. Anyone who wishes to ask a question may press star and 1 on their touchtone telephone. If you wish to remove yourself from the question queue, you may press star and 2. Participants are requested to use handsets while asking a question. Ladies and gentlemen, we will wait for a moment while the question queue assembles. The first question is from the line of Sanjeev Kumar Damani from SKD Consulting. Please go ahead.
Namaskar ji, am I audible?
So you're audible. You may proceed.
Thank you. Sir, first question is that how many trucks we own today for transportation, medium size, large size, or long trailers, etc., and how much are associated with us? And do we do only air cargo work, or we do road transportation of material as well? Kindly reply, sir.
Yes, Damani, thank you for asking this question. It will help me to clarify the model of the company right now also. We are now predominantly an air cargo company, but definitely wherever the overnight journeys are there, we use the truck and not the aircraft. So we move the goods through the truck also. But we want to continue to become an asset-light company, and in our books we are not carrying any substantial truck in the company now.
Okay, sir. And do we carry only air cargo nowadays, or we also do that business of booking trucks and supplying them and making earnings out of it?
Yes, sir. Wherever the like overnight journey, or if their goods can be moved by overnight only and don't require a very long time, we definitely move the goods through the road also. And at the same time, otherwise we are more focusing on air cargo, and we are also looking now further opportunity in the roadway. With being now the things are getting stabilized. So as the opportunity will come for the road for us, then we may look for the things in the other way.
Okay. So now the next question is that what kind of bookings we are having in air cargo? Is it materially a very costly material like gold, silver, or currency, or jewelry, or some costly medicines, etc., or do we carry a lot of other things also? I just wanted to understand that what is the scope of this activity?
We are now carrying all the goods which can move through the air, and we are not talking about only the goods which are very costly goods. And we just to give you the little bit heads up what we move. We definitely move the e-commerce goods like electronics from e-commerce company. We move the pharma goods. We move the perishable goods. We move documents definitely. And as you're talking about that, we very selectively do. We don't do regularly with the costly which you are talking about. But at the same time, being a major market player and being present all over India, more than 100 locations, whoever wants to move the goods through the air, definitely we come into picture.
Got it, sir. And sir, our outstandings are very large, and you have written that this is a normal practice of the trade. I mean, how can we control it? Because then we can save a lot of interest if we get payment.
Can you repeat the question? Sorry, that another phone came, so I missed out your question fully. Can you repeat the question if you don't mind?
Yes, why not, sir? See, sir, we have a very big outstanding debtor. Collection is very large, right, sir? So how we can control the collection? And you have written that this is a normal practice of the trade. So, how can we improve upon collection so that we save on interest cost of our money involved?
I fully appreciate your concern. At the same time, our what is happening is there in the now when you see the comparison sales is excluding the GST, okay? While the debtors are including GST. So there is already 20% gap between the sales and the debtors.
Okay.
18% the GST, sir. Okay.
Right.
Another thing is there, and that's the reason we actually we were very conservative about our exposure to debtors, and we being otherwise we can also go in the hyper growth, but we will go in the growth mode, but not in the growth mode at the cost of the debtors. And just to give you the money, for the safety of our stakeholders, we have now taken insurance against our debtors also. So, God forbid if another COVID or any unforeseen situation comes, then the money is secured. And further is that we are continuously monitoring our data. That is the prime area for our senior management of the company. And we definitely don't allow the data to go more than the industry practice. And if required, we are ready to sacrifice the sales for also that. Our team is like that also. They don't go at the cost of the increasing the sales, unnecessary increase the data. So we are continuously monitoring, and we have a very strong mechanism on monitoring the data. And as I was mentioning you, it's an industry practice, but we definitely ensure that we don't go non-collectible data more than the industry norm.
Okay, sir. So sir, can you quantify the number of clients that we are attending and percentage of business from such clients? Say, for example, the first large 10 clients which contribute more than 50%, 60% business on a repetitive basis. I mean, do you have some sort of classification of customers where you have a long-term tie-up, Say, for example, Amazon, Amazon or, any such company which is doing airlifting of the electronic goods. So are we connected with so many big names? Can you, if it is comfortable, can you specify certain clients' names?
That is just to clarify, the manager, this is the USP of the company. We don't depend on a single client. We don't depend on a single client, just to clarify you again. We have more than triple digit, 4-digit number of clients are there. And our endeavor always is there not to depend on any biggies. Yes, biggies are there in our customer list, but we have a very clear mandate and ethos of our company. The culture of the company from the beginning is there to spread our customer list, and we don't want to depend on a single customer. Not to be frank with you, you will be surprised. Not a double percentage also, not a double-digit percentage also.
Okay. Thank you very much, sir. I am satisfied, and I wish you all the best.
Thank you. Thank you, Ramani.
Thank you. We have the next question from the line of Ankur Shawaria, an individual investor. Please go ahead.
Good afternoon. Am I audible?
Yes, you are audible, so you may proceed.
Yeah, very much audible, Ankur.
Yes, sir. I have about three or four questions. First of all, congratulations that you have taken up an investor Concall for the first time so that we as investors have clarity on the business. My first question is, sir, that in your presentation you are always highlighting the growth of the air industry would result in growth of your business. But I don't think that there is a direct proportional between the airline business and growth of an air carrier. Please correct me if I'm wrong.
Ankur, correct. First of all, thank you for encouraging us to hold this call. And about your pointing out that whether the growth of the passenger aircraft is linked to our growth of our business. It is there because, sir, we don't use the freighter aircraft. We use the passenger aircraft only to move our goods. So, and whenever more and more passenger aircraft will be there and more airport where the air cargo facility is there, we get a benefit of the growth of the business with airlines. That is the reason we are mentioning to just for the information of all of you that if the passenger aircraft are increasing or if the number of airports where the air cargo facilities are available, then being a major market player and being a present all over India, our business or fortunes also hopefully will be getting lifted.
So as I understand, most of our debtors would be people like us who want to take our cargo from one place to the other. So how come do we have debt on our? Isn't it that it should be advance payment from the customers for a airline carrier?
Sir, just to clarify you, we are more into the B2B segment. So what happened, we are a consolidator of cargo. Customer gives the cargo to us in the airport. Then from airport to airport, we move the cargo through the aircraft. And definitely how the customer gets benefited because we return of cargo of the multiple customers and then move the goods. So we are using the passenger aircraft only to move the goods. I hope I clarify you, or I'm happy to clarify you again if I'm not able to clarify.
But the debtor is almost about 93 days. So do you think...
Debtor, also, you are talking about debtor figure. Okay. Yeah. The debtor figures are 90 days. Sorry, yeah, please. Yeah. Can I explain, sir?
Sure, sir.
Yeah. Debtors are 90 days or definitely because we are in the business of B2B. We are not in the B2C. Okay, so there is airlines we have to pay in advance and the customers pay in around the 90 days as we're talking about. But only thing, if you see that, as I was explaining in my previous answer, debtor figures include the GST of around 18%, but sales figure don't include the GST of 18%. So disproportionately, debtors look little higher. However, to safeguard our interest, we have also taken in our trade credit insurance also from SBI Life. And as I was explaining you, sir, 90-day debtor is okay, but we definitely continuously monitor and we don't allow our debtors to go overboard. And we are, as a culture of the company, we are ready to sacrifice the sale, but we don't want to expose ourselves to debtors where the risk is there.
Got it, sir. One thing more, sir, who are our major competition as of now?
Sir, we are a public listed company which is present pan-India, but there are local level competitions are there definitely, but not in our area of operation which are a pan-India network. And there are some names are there which are in the local level, not in the pan-India. We are in the niche area of our consolidation of cargo through the passenger aircraft. Moving over to that.
So I have 3-4 more questions. Do you want me to come in the queue or can I continue?
Vikram, I had to tell us now. Vikram, are you there, call? Vikram or Don Vikram?
Oh.
Sorry.
Hello.
Vikram, sir, I have unmuted the line for you.
Yeah, I'm asking is, should I continue with the questions or should I come in the queue?
So you can come back in the queue, I think, again, no issues.
Okay, sir.
Thank you. We will move to the next question, which will be from the line of Anil Bhagwani, an individual investor. Please go ahead.
Yeah, okay. Am I audible?
Yes, you are audible, sir.
Okay. Thank you very much. I want to ask you, what are the future prospects of the company, Mr. Mahesh? Because what I am seeing is that I am a quite old investor in your company. And being an NRI, I have been like long-term investment. But what I'm observing is now the company is coming up, but still long way to go. So my question is that how are the prospects in the next quarter and next year, financial year. So can you please give me the confidence that is it advisable to go for a long-term bet? Because I'm already holding it for 3-4 years. Thank you.
Yeah. Bhagnani ji, thank you for investing in our company and showing the faith in our company. As you are rightly telling about, there were earlier, a few years back, there were concern in the company and issues were there. That's why we were come up with the right issue and turn around the company. Now, with the support of all of you, we have now continuously reducing the debt. And in the last quarter, we have substantially reduced the debt, which benefit will be visible in the future quarters. And as a benefit of the reduction of debt, our prime real estate also got mortgage free. As a result, now we are exploring how to exploit that prime real estate and create value for all the stakeholders. Further, since the aviation sector is growing, our business is also growing. So I can definitely tell you the prospects look very, very good. And there is what I feel like whatever would have happened. Now the things are looking up and up only.
Okay, thank you. So, and my next thing is that I wanted to know what about the advertisement side, like digital or otherwise, because nowadays, everybody is going for advertisement. So I have not been able to see any advertisement in digital or like other side. So can you please explain me, are you going for these type of advertisement or only B2B is enough for you?
Anilji, definitely I will take in your point. And we have appointed the public relation agency also very recently. And they are exploring the way how to create, because as you rightly talking about, we are a company which has a very strong brand recall out there. And we used to have a jingle also, which were recalled by everybody. But now again, we are going into that path and we are just creating our awareness about the company now again. And I hope your concern of that in the future will not be there.
Okay, sir. Thank you very much. Best of luck for the future. And I think I can hold after listening to your talk. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Thank you. Ladies and gentlemen, if you wish to ask a question, you may please press star and 1. The next question is from the line of Rishikesh from Robo Capital. Please go ahead.
Hi, sir. Thank you for the opportunity. So my first question is if you could, provide any growth outlook or guidance. Can we get back to our pre-COVID level of revenues and EBITDA margins? And how would that be possible? Like what is our roadmap going ahead?
Yeah, definitely. What is your name, sir?
Rishikesh.
Rishikesh. It will not be a challenge. I don't find any challenge. Company is now in the more strong footing. And if you have gone through our result all the first time after many years, we have a positive cash flow showing, correct? And we have a financial stability is there. And luckily the aviation sector is growing leaps and bounds. And we don't, not that we only will restrict ourselves to the aviation sector. We are a public listed company and wherever the value can be created, we will be open for that. And we definitely want to reach to the pre-COVID level, even higher than that also.
Any indications or like by when can you reach pre-COVID level, maybe by FY24 or will it take 2-3 years or something, any kind of broad indication?
Yeah, that will be, to be frank with you, that what the timeline you are mentioning, in that definitely will be there.
So by FY24, are you saying that?
No, I don't want to give exact timeline, but in the next few years, definitely.
Okay, so in next few years, you're expecting like a pre-COVID level of 400 plus crores of revenues. And
yeah, sir. And more about the turnover definitely is the priority. Apart from that, profitability also the priority. So profitability also we want to improve our profitability also and create a long-term sustainability for the company, non-fundamental want to improve. So company can sustain long-term and create value for all the stakeholders.
Okay. So my second question is, what is the contribution of warehouses in the revenues?
Sir, right now we have a warehouse is there, but that is not in the as such in the it is in the right now in the rental model. So there is not a significant contribution, but we are now actively exploring our real estate which we have to how to utilize it for the warehouse. So in the next future time, I will definitely able to identify what will be the contribution of warehouse. Right now, we don't have a significant contribution from our warehouse.
Okay, so can you like just broadly share like what you want to exactly do with the warehouses, and like as you said, you have the land or the warehouses already with you, or you'll be renting it out?
We have a land, the complete warehouse in Bangalore already. We have a land in Chennai. We have a tie-up in the Pune also. The pan India we have it places are there, and definitely we will see if the economic value coming up to the warehouse business. We will be going for it, and we are actively considering that line of business of our also, how to grow it.
Okay, so like mentioned in your PPT, like around 2 lakh square feet of warehousing space, that is completely owned by you?
No, not completely owned by us. Partly owned by us, partly in the lease model.
Acha, okay. Okay, and just lastly, just wanted to get a sense, on the warehousing business as well as on the air freight business. So, on warehousing business, like steady state, what kind of EBITDA margin does the business make, and even for the air freight business?
Sir, air freight business will be a high volume, low EBITDA business definitely. But with being asset light business, that will have a volume business, and we are expecting now we are in the range of EBITDA of 4 to 5%. And Rishikesh, EBITDA can be a little bit a misnomer in our case also, because my fixed cost also come in the EBITDA. So if I able to increase the turnover as we were talking just now, so all the turnover which will be increasing and the corresponding the gross margin will increase, that will come back to in the EBITDA only, and that will give the higher EBITDA margin. So our focus right now, what the EBITDA is there, that is not correctly representing the thing, because the ecosystem which we develop over a period of time and the employee strength definitely is more, for the capability is much higher than what we are using right now.
Okay. Okay, no problem. I'll get back in the queue for other questions. Thank you, sir.
Thank you. Participants, to ask a question, you may please press star 1. The next question is from the line of Sachin Kumar, an individual investor. Please go ahead.
Hello.
Yes, go ahead, sir. You are audible.
सर मेरा ये क्वेश्चन था, जो अभी राइट इशू 40 करोड़ रेज हुए थे, क्या वो लॉन्ग टर्म डेट के लिए इशू रेज किया गया था या शॉर्ट टर्म डेट के लिए यूज किया गया उनसे?
सचिन जी, हमने उसको डेट कंपनी को नेट डेट फ्री किया। उससे आप देख भी पा रहे हो कि कंपनी का डेट कंप्लीट काफ़ी कम हो गया है। तो उसमें मेजर पोर्शन डेफिनेटली लॉन्ग टर्म थॉट हमारा क्या है, हमारा बेसिकली मोर वर्किंग कैपिटल रहता है ना, अपना वर्किंग कैपिटल रहता है। तो वर्किंग कैपिटल का डेट को कम किया गया, जहाँ पर भी हमको इंटरेस्ट कॉस्ट का सेविंग लगा हमने किया। एज यू आप देख पा रहे हो कि अपना इंटरेस्ट कॉस्ट एक क्वार्टर में खाली काफ़ी लास्ट क्वार्टर हाफ हो गया है, और जब ये पूरा क्वार्टर का ये बेनिफिट नहीं मिला है इसमें, तो हम डेफिनेटली कंपनी को नेट डेट फ्री हमने कर दिया है। वी हैव मेड द कंपनी नेट डेट फ्री, एंड वी आर इन द वी विल डेफिनेटली ट्राई टू रिड्यूस द फर्दर द इंटरेस्ट कॉस्ट ऑफ द कंपनी बाय यूजिंग इंटरनल एक्रूवल्स। Apart from the growth of the company, we will use our internal accruals now also for further reducing the interest cost, by reducing the debt, and in turn which will reduce the interest cost.
जैसे आपका रिवेन्यू काफ़ी अच्छा रहा 16-17 में अंदर, तब से मेरा इन्वेस्टमेंट है वहाँ पे, इस कंपनी में आपका मैं इन्वेस्ट हूँ काफ़ी लंबे समय से। 16-17 में आपकी 450 करोड़ 500 करोड़ तक आपकी सेल रिवेन्यू था सर। तो उसमें कब तक हम पहुँच पाएंगे सर उस रिवेन्यू तक?
नेक्स्ट फ्यू ईयर ओनली, ज़्यादा वेट नहीं करना पड़ेगा आपको। उसका कारण देखिए, जब क्या हुआ था what happened that time, we have in the 2019, we have divested our one division, and for that, 150 crore turnover gone away that time. And then the COVID came and all the issues came up. Now again, like we are 18% growth over the last year, and we want to maintain the growth momentum, and we will definitely want to try to the higher turnover. And in the next few years, we'll get the turnover which what we are talking about.
ओके सर अभी आपने एक कोई मेंशन किया होता अभी मॉर्गेज कुछ लैंड्स वगैरह थी अपने उन्होंने वो मॉर्गेज छुड़वाया सर तो वो क्या कहाँ पे है लैंड्स वो सर अभी
correct as we got the right issue money we have repaid our loan so when we repaid the loan again that loan we have to put earlier our property so that property got mortgage free is the one in the Santa Cruz Khar in the prime one there, and then there are in the Pune also there multiple properties are there which got the mortgage free due to the loan repayment.
Thank you so much, sir, for future perspectives, sir.
Thank you, Sachin.
Thank you. Ladies and gentlemen, to ask a question, you may press star and 1. The next question is from the line of Rishikesh from Robo Capital. Please go ahead.
Hi, sir. Thank you for the follow-up. Sir, my first one question more I had. So basically, a few years down the line, what kind of ROCs are we looking to achieve?
Sir, I want to achieve definitely the double-digit ROC.
Sorry?
Double-digit ROC. I cannot give a definite number to you, but we want to double the ROC which we are achieving now.
Okay. And sir, one last question I had regarding the warehousing business that we are, planning to increase more going ahead. So can you share broad unit economics for the warehousing business?
That unit economics that is warehouse definitely give a higher EBITDA, but it is an asset-heavy business. So the definite number will be difficult in this forum to talk about. But warehouse business is like that only if you take the money in the loan, then it gets break even in 7-8 years. If you use your own money, then it can get break even in 4 to 5 years. That's the broadly I can talk in this forum right now.
Okay, no problem. That was helpful. Thank you, sir.
Thank you. Ladies and gentlemen, if you wish to ask a question, please press star 1. The next question is from the line of Ankur Shavaria, an individual investor. Please go ahead.
Good evening once again. Sir, I would like you to throw some light on your sports side of the business. I think you have opened some gym or something. Is it a continuous business that you're looking at, or was it just thought out of the past?
Just to clarify you, actually, basically, we have a one property in Bandra. Okay. There was a complete floor over there, and which was remain vacant. And for to utilize that floor, we have tie up with the UFC gym and open the gym, and that giving us the regular revenue of the steady revenue, like rental revenue, basically rental revenue like that. We are getting a regular revenue, and that's it. We have no intention to remove our focus from the logistics sector, which is our prime focus, or the additional in the realty which we have in the company. We want to focus on 2 areas.
So when you say that you want to monetize the land that you have got free from the bank, when you say monetize, do we understand that you want to sell it, or you want to open warehouses or leave it to other people?
There are multiple options we are exploring, to be frank with you. Now we have ready building it there. It can be redeveloped. It can be outright. We have not freed our option till now. Whichever is more beneficial to us, more beneficial to us, more beneficial to the company and to all the stakeholders, we will go that option. It got mortgage free just few days. Now we just now few days that we collected paper from the bank also. So we are now actively considering that point. and it will take some time for us to monetize. I mean, it can be any option. We are not freezing our option that we will only sell or will not redevelop or we will not reach. Whatever the good for us, we will good for the company will do.
And are we? My last question is, sir, are we thinking of entering from B2B to B2C? That might reduce our trade receivables and the cash cycle might be reduced if it is B2C.
Definitely, that is the one positive in the B2C, but there is another negative in the B2C that what happened in the B2C, sometimes it become a capital guzzler, because for distributing one item you have to spend a full amount of money, and which can be a very cash burning at point of time. As you can understand, I don't want to point out the name of some of the logistic companies which are into the last mile delivery and burning the cash. So we will do wherever it required, we will do collectively, but we will not go overall. Conserving our cash also is our priority.
Sir, thank you for answering all my questions. And I really hope that we have these con calls every quarter so that we are all the more clear about the company and the future prospects.
You have to tell Vikram about that. Vikram, you have to tell Vikram for that.
Sure, sir. Thanks a lot.
Thank you. As there are no further questions from the participants, I would now like to hand the conference over to the management for their closing comments. Over to you, sir.
Thank you, all the participants, and it's very nice to interact with all of you. It also gives us some insight about how you feel about the company, where we should go, how we should operate the company. It's nice of all of you to take your time and come in this conference. We can again assure you that company is now getting more and more fundamentally strong, and as you can see, the results are also getting better day by day. And definitely, we want to be in the growth path, and we want to grow. And as the economy growing, logistics sector definitely will grow. And at the same time, we have a benefit of our DLT, which also we want to exploit and give the value to all the stakeholders. Thank you once again to all of you.
Thank you. On behalf of Phillip Capital India Private Limited, that concludes this conference. Thank you for joining us, and you may now disconnect your lines.
Thank you. Thank you.